Hello everyone, welcome to Take 5. This is Vanya Dangwal from Goa Institute of Management. Today, we're really proud to have with us our distinguished alumnus, Mr. Sagnik Ghosh. He has over 15 years of experience in marketing, branding, media and communication. Currently, he is the Senior Vice President, Head of Network Brand Strategy and Marketing Strategy at Star India. So, I welcome you, sir, to GIM.
Thank you, Vanya.
So please tell us about the journey from GIM to Star India.
Yeah, that's like we were discussing. It's been a pretty long journey, and those days in GIM actually we didn't have a placement week concept, so we used to have placements happening every weekend because that's when corporates would come down and interview people from Goa Institute of Management. So I started my career as part of Z Group, SL Group, in Z Interactive Learning Systems, and which was a campus placement. And I got my job on 29th of December 1999.
So you had a good New Year.
Yeah, I had a very good year 2000. Year 2000, as you may know now, you guys may not know, but that was the year when the computers were supposed to crash. And nothing is going to happen. The Y2K bug would have hit. So that was the whole theory. So it was a good time, and I had my New Year's at Baga, and with a freshly recruited and no attention of recruitment to happen. So yeah, it was through the campus placement I joined Z Interactive in 2000 May. Where I worked for around 1.5 years and moved through various departments actually. Z Interactive was getting into a television channel, a portal called zlearn.com, a television channel called ZTV, which was into education. But the good part was that they made us go through all the different businesses and spend 3 months in each of the businesses, and finally landed up a job as a product manager for ZCA. That was the classroom education institutes like NIIT, and we were into imparting computer training to people. So I was there for around 1.5 years, but then due to circumstances I started looking out and got into the mutual fund industry, which was no, before HSBC I was at Franklin Templeton. And where I was there for around 2 years, and then HSBC for around 5 years. Where in Templeton actually I got in and started learning about mutual funds for the first time actually. So I didn't know what mutual funds were and how did it help us, etc. The HSBC stint was quite fond for me because I joined with my limited 3.5 years of work experience. I joined HSBC as a marketing manager, but it didn't have a marketing head. So I used to report into the CEO, and that was a great learning opportunity for me. And I kind of worked on across all the functions, so be it PR, digital. At that point of time, digital was limited to website launches and those kind of things, and not into social media as such. But that's the place where I learned the most also, and I think I worked really like a mad person from morning to evening, just thinking about how can we really take it forward. So I was a one-member team. Slowly I started recruiting people, and we had a team of around 5-6 people who used to look after the interests of HSBC mutual funds, HSBC investments. So post that actually that stint I started thinking that I know how to market investment products, but is it really something that I want to do in the long run? And do I know enough about building brands? And I wanted to really understand the theory of building brands, apply it in some cases, and really experience how brand building goes about, communication goes about, etc. So that's when actually I moved to advertising. Advertising, as you know, doesn't pay well, and I was in financial services, so I had to take a pay cut to move to advertising. But even then I did it. I thought that it will give me a different kind of experience and exposure, which really happened in my stint of 4 years in advertising. I worked as a brand planner for the Bombay office and for Calcutta office for 2 agencies, and worked on various brands. So I worked on Planet M, which was getting into retail at that point of time, into mobiles, and Visa was one of the clients where I worked. In my stint at Grey Worldwide, I won pitches for Reliance Communication, Ferrero Rocher. So we won it through pitch which was on Tic Tac. And yesterday only I saw an ad of Tic Tac, and actually still now they carry the line which we had given them, refreshment to be shared, because Tic Tac was a 10 rupee product versus a Chloromentor 50 paisa product, right? So how do you really market Tic Tac was the question. So we kind of pitched it as something, खुशियाँ बांटने से दुगनी होती है. So you need to share the happiness. So Tic Tac is something where you can share. Chloromint is not something where you can share, right? So that was again a very demanding sort of work environment that happens generally in advertising, but it was very good to learn about brands, understand about brands, and that's when I got an opportunity with Axis Bank as brand strategy head, where I'm sure I wouldn't have got the job if I didn't go into advertising. They were looking for somebody who had a financial marketing understanding, plus somebody who has really worked in
you had a really holistic view about things.
Yeah, about brands. So that's when I moved to Axis Bank, and Axis Bank, the journey was for 5 years. Again, I started as a brand head and finally moved out of the portfolio when I was a marketing head. And through this 5 years, actually, we worked on various initiatives across retail branding, digital marketing, advertising, new positioning for Axis Bank, and signing up of Deepika Padukone as our brand ambassador. And I share a very good relationship with Deepika, just for people who are watching this, and also with Prakash Padukone. And it was a great experience again. And last year, actually, I joined Star, and Star I joined as head of marketing for Star Plus, and slowly I moved into a role which was more on a network side, and right now I look after the brand and marketing strategy for the network. So I work across various projects, Star Plus being one of it, and there are other projects which I work across other businesses as well. So that's really been my career journey, which...
Yes, sir. We really look up to you, sir.
Thank you so much, Vanya. Thank you.
And sir, given the dynamic industry that you are in, how do you keep up with the ever-evolving consumer?
So there are a lot of ways to do that. One is we continuously do consumer studies. So be it focus group discussions or in-depth researches, that's something that we do. Plus, more importantly, we continuously do a listening to the social media. And this is across, and therefore across the businesses. So therefore, if there is some reaction to some of the serials on Star Plus, we get to know about it. How are people liking it? Sometimes when you take off a serial, some people are hooked onto it and they will create a chaos about it. Similarly, for other businesses as well. And though I do not directly work on the day-to-day marketing of sports, but there is a lot of enthusiasm and passion around sports. And when you do, you see if India wins or if India loses or whatever happens, there is a lot of reaction that you get to capture, and you understand the pulse of the consumer, that how are consumers behaving, talking about things. So I think with evolvement of technology, there has been ways and manners that we can keep in touch with the consumer. We also did something which is a WhatsApp panel in Star Plus, where we kind of got a lot of women onto WhatsApp, and every day we used to have a chat between 2 and 4, and we used to see what are their reactions to various serials again. So
social media has really helped you in studying the consumer market.
Yeah, social media, and WhatsApp is also social media, but WhatsApp has also helped a lot. But apart from the traditional ways of going into the homes, ethnography, understanding consumers, really going into the depth.
So, but what are the challenges that digital marketing and these social media platforms impose?
So one of the things that I have been grappling about is that how does social media really help? We think it's creating engagement, but does it really convert is a question that I have in my mind. And how much does it convert? And what should be the role of social media? So should it be just listening and responding to people, or should it be, also brand building? So that's something which has been a continuous challenge in my mind. And at Axis Bank, which was a service brand, we used to use social media very effectively to listen, address complaints, immediately get back, convert. So some of the negative tweets, etc., and negative feelings could even be converted into a positive feeling if you would have acted fast, acted quickly, and got back to the person. So that's something that social media helps, but how does it otherwise help the business is a question. So questionable. See, if you turn things around for somebody, it's like a good word of mouth. But does it really go on to affect more businesses? More, what is the ripple down effect? That's something which I'm grappling with.
And so now that you're back to GIM after so long, I'm sure it would have brought back a lot of memories. So do you want to share some of the memories?
Yeah, I see the overall infrastructure of GIM has just grown. And I can't imagine actually, today we are sitting in the finance lab, and I was telling you that this was the size of our computer lab.
Yeah.
And people used to book slots to come back and even finish their projects, or to take printouts for the companies which are coming. So your slot may come up at 4 a.m.
Yeah, that would have been a hard thing to manage.
Yeah, 9 a.m. is your cutoff for to submit the CVs for a particular company. So your slot comes at 4 a.m. You have to go then, and you will get a 45-minute slot to a 1-hour slot. Within that, you have to format, take a printout of the CV and things like that, or for that matter, projects. So we have to go type the projects out, etc. So it's really been something that has impressed me, the growth of infrastructure. But what I feel also is that with this growth of infrastructure and social media, etc., I do not know how much of personal interactions you guys have. So that's something I was wondering. And I also met a few of your colleagues in the Mumbai alumni meet. I saw that, I got to know almost 30-40 people from the batch were doing their summers in Mumbai per se, but they didn't turn up. So the whole personal touch, I think, is going off. So somewhere it brings back the memories of, the smaller institute campus that we were in, which kind of, we had a lot of interaction with everybody. People couldn't evade. So we had one guy called Ravi Kiran. We had celebrated 52 birthdays for him through the 2 years.
So we have our special birthday traditions in GIM also. At 12 we gather and we celebrate birthdays.
Yeah, so we used to celebrate birthdays, and what used to happen is that at that point, I don't know whether you guys have lots of washing machines, etc. That time there were no washing machines. So generally guys, not girls, but guys would, keep piling up their clothes and, वो भिगा के रखता था. तो हम लोगों का 12 बजे का जो ट्रेडिशन होता था, that used to be that, you get the guy into the squad and dunk him with the dirty water. So that, yeah, that was what it was. So we had those kind of, those were things. I don't even know if anybody will hazard something like that today. So, but it really brings back a lot of memories of the professors and of the campus per se. Though I do not belong to this campus, but looking at you guys, I feel really happy, and you guys are so confident. We were not, and today you are interviewing me. I wouldn't have been able to do.
So what are the tips and advices that you want to give to our budding managers?
I had a session in the morning also in which I said that this 2 things that you should take care of, especially when you are in campus life. You don't worry about, log kya kar rahe hain and whatever. Just do 2 things. One is think about the stream that will excite you. Finance may excite you, marketing may excite you, advertising may excite you. Don't get swayed by यहाँ पे ये opportunity है. E-commerce में ये opportunity है. E-commerce में 85% companies are failing also. Yeah. And what will survive over a period of time needs to be seen. So at least understand what is it that excites you. Numbers excite you, models excite you, great, go to finance or go to market research. But if consumers excite you, focus on marketing, build your skill set around marketing. And 2 is consumers. So understand who your consumers are and really be open to that. I think keep your mind open and keep learning. That's the only way to succeed.
Thank you, sir. That was some really, really valuable advice.
Thank you. Thank you, Vanya, for having me here.
Thank you.
And thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone, for watching.